In the Gospel of Truth, we find Jesus' message of liberation. Scatter the illusion of the world and let the flame die down in them. This verse encourages us to dispel the illusions that shroud our perception of reality, all to discover the truth within ourselves. Finally, from the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus advises, "Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened unto you." Explore the possibility that the path to enlightenment and a deeper connection with the divine may lie within us all. To discover our connection to the higher true God of love and light, a quest that may lead to a reawakening of our true nature. The disciples said to Jesus, "Tell us, how will our end come?" Jesus said, "Have you found the beginning? Then that you are looking for the end, you see, the end will be where the beginning is. Congratulations to the one who stands at the beginning. That one will know the end and will not taste death." His disciples said, "Show us the place where you are, since it is necessary for us to seek it." He said to them, "Whoever has ears, let them hear. There is a light within a person of light, and it shines on the whole world. If it does not shine, it is dark," Jesus said. "If they say to you, 'Where did you come from?' say to them, 'We came from the light, the place where the light came into being on its own accord, established itself and became manifest through their image.' If they say to you, 'Is it you?' say, 'We are its children, and we are the chosen of the living Father.' If they ask you, 'What is the evidence of your Father in you?' say to them, 'It is motion and rest.' The images are manifest to people, but the light within them is hidden in the image of the Father's light. He will be disclosed, but his image is hidden by his light. When you see your likeness, you rejoice, but when you see your images that have come into being before you, and that neither die nor become manifest, how much you will have to bear. I stood in the midst of the world, and I appeared to them in the flesh. I found all of them intoxicated. I found none of them thirsty. And my soul became afflicted for the sons of man, because they are blind in their hearts and do not have sight. For empty they came into the world, and empty too they seek to leave the world. But for the moment they are intoxicated, when they shake off their wine, then they will repent." "When will the kingdom come?" he said. "It will not come by watching for it. It will not be said, 'Look here' or 'Look there.' Rather, the Father's kingdom is spread out upon the earth, and people don't see it." In this voyage, we shall delve into the captivating interplay between belief systems, God, and cosmic entities. An expedition that transcends the constraints of time and culture. Humanity's perpetual search for purpose and connection, amid a world of shifting beliefs and cosmic forces, serves as a testament to our capacity for introspection and transcendence. Through the prism of these intricate beliefs and celestial entities, we illuminate the path towards a deeper understanding of ourselves. It is a journey that calls us to grapple with questions and immerse ourselves in the contemplation of cosmic mysteries. At the zenith of the celestial hierarchy stands the God of love and light, an archetype that transcends all earthly boundaries. This supreme being, radiating boundless compassion, wisdom, and ineffable truth, extends an invitation to humanity, irrespective of their creed, towards the transcendent ideals of love, empathy, and enlightenment. As we venture further into this intricate exploration, we are introduced to the diverse belief systems and their deities. Within the tapestry of Gnostic traditions, we confront the perplexing cosmic entities, Yaldabaoth and the Demiurge. These figures personify the creator deity, tasked with the formation of the material world, yet bound by the shackles of limited wisdom. In this intricate cosmological perspective, we grapple with the stark dichotomy between the higher spiritual realms and our flawed material existence. This duality begets questions concerning the nature of our reality and the human condition. Yaldabaoth and the Demiurge, intriguingly regarded as lower deities in Gnostic wisdom, are believed to have shaped our material realm while dwelling in ignorance of higher spiritual truths. Such a dualistic narrative stands in stark contrast to the conventional concept of a singular, all-powerful God. These teachings compel us to contemplate whether the deity responsible for creating our imperfect world might indeed be a lesser entity when juxtaposed against the God of love and light. Within the annals of Gnostic thought, we further encounter the enigmatic cosmic philosophy and furnishes us with a unique perspective on these challenges. It propels us on an inward odyssey, an expedition in pursuit of personal revelation and self-knowledge as the keys to unraveling the nature of God. Through introspection, meditation, and contemplation, we awaken to the sublime truths that transcend dogmas and external constructs. Viewing the material world as a vessel of potential for spiritual growth, provided it is approached with mindfulness and awareness. The pursuit of gnosis, the experiential knowledge of the divine, empowers us to chart our own unique paths to spiritual truth. This might entail questioning established religious authorities, exploring diverse spiritual traditions, and engaging in practices that foster a personal communion with the divine. It calls for introspection, an open heart, and a commitment to exploring diverse perspectives, reminding us that the connection with divinity transcends the confines of doctrines, wherein the divine spark within each soul becomes the guiding beacon towards communion with the God of love and light. Each of these divine beings carries its own attributes, mythology, and worshippers. However, beneath the surface of this spiritual mosaic lies a common thread, a questioning of the perceived flawlessness of these gods. Challenging the notion of an all-loving, all-powerful deity, take for example Yahweh, the God of Abraham, in Judaism and Christianity. While traditionally seen as a compassionate and just deity, the Old Testament reveals a complex character. The commands to engage in warfare, including the destruction of entire cities and the killing of innocent civilians, raises ethical questions about the divine's justice and compassion. Likewise, in Islam, Allah is often regarded as the embodiment of absolute divine will and mercy. Yet the doctrine of predestination sparks theological debates about human free will and moral responsibility, challenging the idea of a benevolent deity. In Hinduism, a religion steeped in ancient mythology, gods and goddesses embody various aspects of the divine. However, these deities often engage in conflicts and rivalries, casting doubt on the notion of a harmonious and all-encompassing divine source. Buddhism, with its profound teachings on suffering and enlightenment, confronts the question of how a compassionate deity fits into a world marked by pain and imperfection. Polytheistic belief systems, such as Greek, Roman, Norse, and Egyptian mythology, feature gods and goddesses who exhibit human-like flaws, including jealousy, anger, and moral ambiguity. These deities challenge the image of a morally upright divine pantheon. Even in the Canaanite religion, Baal, a prominent deity, faces struggles and opposition from other gods, hinting at the inherent limitations in his divine authority. In Gnostic belief, Yaldabaoth, known as the Demiurge, creates the material world in ignorance and arrogance, highlighting his limitations in wisdom and understanding. All these examples from different traditions converge on a common theme: the idea that gods and deities, while revered, often possess qualities or engage in actions that seem at odds with the concept of an all-loving and all-powerful God. These portrayals challenge conventional notions of divinity, prompting philosophical and theological explorations about the nature of the true divine amidst the complexities of human belief systems. In this journey of spiritual inquiry, individuals grapple with doubts and uncertainties, seeking deeper understanding and connection, regardless of the paths they choose. Now let's delve deeper into the contrast between Archons and Aeons, exploring their respective purposes. In the intricate web of Gnostic cosmology, Archons and Aeons occupy distinct roles and offer profound insights into the nature of the divine order. Archons, often seen as lower spiritual entities, are characterized by their limited awareness and influence. These beings are, in a sense, custodians of the material realm, tasked with governing the lower aspects of existence. Their dominion extends over the earthly and material facets of reality, but their knowledge remains restricted to the material plane. Contrastingly, Aeons emerge as higher celestial emanations, embodying more profound aspects of divine consciousness and wisdom. They are luminous beings representing the higher rungs of the spiritual hierarchy, existing in closer proximity to the ultimate source of divine truth, serving as channels through which the divine knowledge and spiritual illumination flow into the cosmos. They emanate qualities such as love, wisdom, and enlightenment, fusing the universe with these transcendent attributes. The purpose of Archons lies in maintaining the cosmic order at the material level, although their influence may also veer into the realms of limitation and distortion. The role is essential, yet it is bound by their restricted awareness, preventing them from grasping the full scope of spiritual truth. In contrast, the Aeons' purpose is to facilitate the transmission of divine wisdom, love, and light into the cosmos. They act as conduits for higher spiritual truths, serving as intermediaries between the ineffable source of all existence and the material world. Through their emanations, they guide seekers towards enlightenment and the revelation of the divine spark within each individual. This duality between Archons and Aeons mirrors the ongoing spiritual journey of humanity, a quest to transcend the limitations of the material world and the ascent towards the luminous realms of higher consciousness. The Archons remind us of the challenges posed by the material realm, while the Aeons beckon us towards the wisdom and love that awaits those who seek to transcend these limitations and embrace the divine. In ancient times, humanity gazed upon the natural world and beheld its majesty, venerating it as a divine force. The elements, the earth, the sun, and the moon, all bore the imprints of divinity in the eyes of ancient civilization. These gods, though revered, were often rife with imperfection, reflecting the intricacies and contradictions of human nature. As time flowed like a river through the epoch, humanity's quest for meaning and truth led to transformations, from the veneration of external gods to the seeking of the divine spark within our very souls. This journey of self-discovery unveiled a deeper truth, that God is not confined to distant celestial realms or personified deities, but is an ever-present, all-encompassing force that permeates every atom of existence. It is a truth that transcends the boundaries of culture and theology, resonating with the innermost yearnings of the human spirit. In the realm of the Gnostic, this truth is illuminated. The Gnostic path speaks of the inner spark, the divine knowledge that resides within every individual. It's a testament to the potential for spiritual enlightenment and liberation from the illusions of the material world. However, as with all profound truths, there are forces that seek to obscure this inner light, to keep it dimmed beneath layers of dogma. The nature of the true God is unlike any of the flawed gods that came before. Boundless, ineffable presence that defies personification. It is the very essence of existence, the cosmic symphony that orchestrates the dance of galaxies and the whispers of the wind. In this understanding, we find not an external deity to be supplicated, but a connection to the essence of all creation. Free will, the sacred gift bestowed upon humanity, allows us to choose our paths in this journey. Unlike the flawed gods of old, this true God does not demand obeisance, marked by our personal revelation. It is a quest to unveil the brilliance of the inner light that is our birthright. Despite the flawed gods and the myriad paths we may traverse, the ultimate destination is the same. It is the recognition that God is not merely a distant entity, but the very fabric of our being, the essence of all that is. It is the realization that in the pursuit of truth, we uncover the divine spark within ourselves, and in doing so, we touch the boundless nature of the true God. God that is everything. In the teachings of Jesus, we find profound warnings against the allure of serving multiple masters, or being led astray by false prophets. He cautioned that devotion to God requires a single-minded commitment, for no one can serve two masters. He emphasized that mere professions of faith are insufficient, and true entry into the kingdom of heaven demands doing the will of the Heavenly Father. Jesus urged followers to rid themselves of stumbling blocks, even if it means sacrificing what is precious, to avoid being cast into the fire of spiritual turmoil. He decreed that those who obstructed the path to spiritual light, emphasizing the narrow and challenging way that leads to life, a path that only a few find. With a sobering tone, he warned against false prophets who disguise themselves as sheep, but are truly ravenous wolves. He critiqued the worship of human traditions over divine commands, urging a return to the heart of spiritual truth. These words of Jesus underscore the need for discernment, wholehearted devotion, and alignment with divine will in the pursuit of the true God, amidst the distractions and false gods of the world. Human influence out.